Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. It's just a bit afternoon, and I thought I'd do a three little ones. So I'm going to use the last of the paint that I made this week, and I do see that I am out of the dark blue. So I didn't know that. So we'll have to mix that. Sorry about that. Well, here it is. It's Prussian blue. It has my own pouring medium in it, the one I made last. And of course it's way too thick like this. So we're gonna water it down a little bit. And hope I don't spill on the nice white little canvases. And another thing is that when you're mixing your paint, always do the medium first. Make it really smooth and then start adding water, because that way you don't mix as long and everything's nice and smooth. See how smooth it is? It's not to the right consistency yet, but if you do it like this and you add water little bits at a time, you'll see that you don't have as much trouble stirring it smooth. I've tried it, putting it all in together, but that really doesn't work. And I shouldn't forget, of course, my silicone. Now, people have been asking me a couple of questions that keep coming across. They asked, what is the brand of the dimethicone you use? Well, it doesn't have a brand. It's just called dimethicone. And they've been asking me, what's another name for Yupo paper? Well, there isn't another name. It's just Yupo paper. That's really it. If you Google Yupo, just Google what is Yupo, and it'll give you a good description of what it is, what it's made of, what they use it for. You can buy it in really big sheets, and then you have all the international sizes like A4, A3, A5. You have all those sizes, and you have Yupo on really big rolls, because they use it for advertising too. Now this is it. It's coming off the stick like a little bit of honey, and I have a feeling that I've been mixing my paints just a wee little bit too thick. So right now, when I think it's okay, I just put one tiny little squirt of water extra, just to make sure that it is the exact consistency. Now I see, if you do this, if you put your paint in those little cups, what you have to watch out for is the hard bits on the rim. You have to take that off, because if you put that, because when you use it again, you have to give it a little swirl, see if it's the good consistency. And when those hard bits get into the paint, yeah, you'll see that in your painting. Not when you pour, but the minute it dries, and it, when it dries, it gets thinner, then you'll see that it's left those little bumps, because you got that stuff in there. So that's a good consistency. Then I want to see how that thick stuff forms on the top. And I'll just throw it on the carpet, because I'm getting new carpet. Oh boy. And this is okay. I don't need that much, because I'm doing these 3 small ones, and I put the paint in the little medicine cup, so it should be good to go. I did make some new green, because my green was sort of finished, and I need a lighter blue. Let's see about this one. Yeah, could use just a tiny bit more. So there it goes. Yep. Then checking out the turquoisey color. That one is right to go. And I might do another series of 3 if I have enough paint. I think I will have enough paint because I'm going for the negative space. This is okay too. Last color. And people ask me a lot about my colors, and to tell you the truth, I like mixing my own. If you go to the color chart of Winsor & Newton, you can find all the blues and the greens they have. And I would suggest you buy them all if you want to do this, because that's about what's here. Only I don't use the powder blue. I don't use that much. This is the powder blue. I almost never use this because I think it's a sort of a purplish blue. Doesn't go well with all the other blues. So here I have some more paint. Oh, I'm going to be using up all this paint. Let's see, a little bit too thick. So this is going to be a long pouring weekend. And of course you don't have to watch all of it. It's just me having a little bit of fun. Do we have any other colors that we might want to put in there? No, we got it. Okay. So before I turned on the video, I watched my own video because I wasn't sure how I did that with that, you know, the 10 by 10 with the tree with the dog. Yeah, well, I fixed the backs because I didn't put the push pins in, but there's tape to sort of make sure the back doesn't get full of paint. Now, I used these little cups, but last time I filled it up to about, I'd say 20 milliliters, and that was way too much. So this time I'm going to try and do tinier pour. I'm talking, oh, this is like almost nothing. Then a nice bright color on top. Then I'd like a little bit of this turquoisey greenish color. Some more dark. And I should put a little bit of white in there just to make it happen. So now I have, let's see, this is 10 milliliters. 10 milliliters of paint. That's almost nothing. So I'm going to pop it on the side right here. Then I'm going to come in with my, let's put these aside before they totally get covered. Then I'm going to put some white, and remember this is just titanium white, Winsor & Newton. There's no silicone in there. Only thing that's in there is my my own pouring medium. And what I'm doing now is making sure the whole canvas is covered. Got to watch out not to contaminate it, which I already did there. Just a little bit on the side. But that's going to go over, I'm pretty sure. So one more. That's it. Now I'm going to push up, pull back, and we're going to see what it does. And I would have liked the white going over here too, so I'm going to do something about that. And that's something I've been meaning to do anyway, just to test if you can do that. So there you go. Gotta clean it off straight away. Okay. Now, let us shake it up a little bit. Wow, that is pretty. That on its own is really pretty. Wow, that is pretty, isn't it? I would just keep it like that. Let's see what happens. That is amazing. Sometimes it's just the small things that really make it cool. Wow. Too bad it's not totally coming through. This bit is not coming through, but this is gorgeous. Let me show you up close. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now those are the cells I'm looking for, but we're gonna do something to it, because even though I really like it, I don't like this bit. So I gotta have something plastic, has to be thin. Drinking a little bit of coffee. Do I have another one of those things? Let's see. No. But I found something that just might work. Let's see. This is where my iPad screensaver came from. And I'm going to cut it out. Okay, so what I want, the sides are coming through, but I want some more here, if you get my drift here. So what I'm going to do is make a really small swipey thing, and let's see how that works. Now let's do some torching. Yep, it's working. That's it. And that's all we're going to do. This is beautiful. See how that worked? Isn't that amazing? That is just more than enough. So that's number one. And we're going to put that aside. Put my colors up here. And put this little one down here. Because I'd really like to make something that you can hang together, sideways or down. Doesn't matter. So I'm going for the next one. Going to put in the same colors. But I do think that darker color coming through, that sort of makes the picture. And the green is totally gone. That is funny, isn't it? Let's give it a little more. Let's see, we did some light. That's about it. And some dark. And we put some white in. That's what we did. Now we're going to do the same thing. Turn it around. Check if our brush is white. Yeah, it is. Cover the canvas. And the sides just a little bit. So when it goes over well. Okay, we're ready. Although I do think I need a little bit more here for the folding effect. So pushing it up and pulling it off. There it is. I'm going to give it a little bit more than the last one. That's it. And going to put it up a little. Whoops. Gotta get you in focus. Oh, Up like that. Okay, let's go for the torch. Now I'm holding the torch up so high. It's just slightly warm. That's it. That is cool. Isn't it? That is really cool. So I am gonna tip it down a little bit like that, but that's it. No more than that. These cells are a little bit bigger because I torched them a little bit and then tilted. But I kind of like it, but maybe I can do that to this one too. Just make them a little bit bigger. That way they match just a little bit better. There you go. See that? Now, if we turn this one around, see how that matches, and then something else comes. That's beautiful. Sorry you can't see it, but I'll give you a close-up later. Now we want, because you can see how the blue, this color blue, then this lighter color blue goes over in this one, but then we go to the dark and then we go to the green. So this time I want a little bit more green. So you'll have this flowing color scheme thing. Hope you know what I mean. But I also see a lot of cool stuff there. And that's when I get the Yupo. So I'm gonna scoop it up right now. See, that's about it. And then I'm gonna pull it down. Wow, that is like an ocean. Of course you can't, well, you can see it. And I can always use this for some sort of, maybe I'll put this in a box. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, so that's a lot of that drip off that I didn't waste. Then we're going to the next one. Gotta make sure my hands are clean. Now we're going to put in a little bit more of that green because we want it to end in a lot of green, right? And a little bit of that turquoise. And of course the blue. It has to all come together, of course. And I might really want to give it a tiny swirly because I want that green coming up. I don't think there's enough green. Okay, so oops, now I contaminated the side. Have to clean that off later. Get the white. A lot of white down there. Ooh, that's a little bit too much of the white, but okay. That fixed that. The fingerprint fixed that right away. So that's it. Now, this one has to have more green. There you go. Now I've got to clean my hands. If I can find my thing. There it is. But I'm afraid if I torch this, it won't be pretty. It needs a little bit of that white stuff on top of it. So I'm going to try that. Oh, but I do like it. I do like what it's doing here. But we're just gonna try that. Has to have a little bit. Let me get in a little closer. I do think I have to do something. What you see really happening here and there, we call that lacing. And it happens when you put a color over another color, but just the right thickness. And what you can also do is just blow through a straw and make it happen. I'll show you. This is going to be a long video. I don't care. If you want to learn, you have to watch, right? Now, maybe it's better. See, I'm putting some blue on here. There's blue on there, and then there's white down here. Now, with the straw, I put the white over the blue. Then, I'm looking for my little piece of plastic, which I can't find. Where's my little piece of plastic? I think I might need a new glasses or something. I don't know. I can't even find my piece of plastic. It's not on the floor. It's not there. I probably am looking over it. There it is, see? Very hard to see. Now, if I pull this over the blue, that might even be too thick because I can't even see the blue. See that? Nothing happens. So then we'll do it again. That's more white. Okay, now it's working, but not as much as I'd like because I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna drip on my canvases here. So let me just finish this, clean up a little, and I'll do what I was gonna show you guys. Let's see if that works. Yeah, this works. Well, I would like it just a little bit more here. This one has to go down. There you go. Now it's sort of, see that? It connects. Yep. So this is what I was going for. I'll put you back up. There it is. I hope you can see it up here. Let me clean up a little. I just want to get this off here because I don't want to waste it. There it is. That is really cool. I hope you can see it. It's more than enough. Put that down there. Now I'm afraid that I'm going to contaminate those I'm going to scoop it up like that. Uh-oh, now I scoop through the plastic. That's better. Don't scoop through the plastic. Gotta get that away. I'm gonna show you close up. Put that aside. Now don't look at all the paint on the plastic, but see how the this one goes into this one with colors, then this one goes into this one with the colors. So I'm gonna sell these as 3 together. Once they're dry, give them a nice glossy finish. Don't know why this thing isn't doing a good job of focusing. Oh, there you go. So that's number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's it. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna stop right now, guys, because this is gonna be too long. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. I'm gonna be doing the drawing of the sponsors tomorrow, because I want to get some really a lot of painting done today. I'm really in a painting mood, so I'll see you with the drawing tomorrow. But today I'm gonna upload a lot of paintings. So see you in a bit. Bye bye.